Yes guys, welcome back to a new video. Today we are getting the ST ready for my trip up to Wayside Performance on Thursday. We're having the actuator changed from stock to a Turbosmart, and we're going to put it on the rollers to see what horsepower this thing's running. Don't have high hopes for that at all. 290 I reckon if I'm lucky. I don't know, I really haven't got a clue. So I've just come over to the local motor factors to pick up some stuff. I've got some oil filter, spark plugs, and a new sump plug with the new sump washer. So I'm going to go in there now, collect that, and I'll catch you back in the garden when I'm set up and ready to do the service. Okay, so first things first, let's undo this. Okay, so for now I'm going to take this off, get all the coils out, and check all the plugs. Got that out of the way. I've undone the cap and I've left it just loose, just so nothing can get in while it's off. I'm just going to undo these now. There's the other one. There's another one. There's another one. And the last one. You can undo all these. Get the coil packs out of the way. And I'll have a coconut smile. So those are all out. These should just all pull out now. One. Yeah, that looks okay. No crap down there, which is good. Get that plug out and inspect that one. So just spinning this one out now. I think, yep, that's out. Be careful if your engine's too hot, you'll be burning yourself. So that's the plug number one. It's not too bad. So, and part number was a Bosch. If you'll see that FR7 N133. I'll put all the link in the description of all these anyway, just so you can all quickly grab them if you need to service your ST. So these are the plugs that are going back in. There's a part number for you. And these are from the RS. Told to run RS plugs in the ST because they run a what's it called? There we go. And you can grab these. There's the old one, and there's a new one. Bosch versus NGK. Not sure if there's any difference, but we shall certainly find out. So when you're putting the new ones back in, don't just put it in and drop it, because you risk hitting this off the top of the cylinder. Not the cylinder, but the cylinder bore. That obviously that's going to sit down in that hole there, and you'll cause yourself all sorts of problems, running problems and all sorts. So just put it in nice and gently, feed it down as best you can, and then use that to just do it up by hand. And then once you're at the end of the thread, and then we'll probably give it 2 or 3, that's tight, 2 or 3 quarter turns, sorry. Just have to get my ratchet on there. I'm going to go from there, about a quarter, sorry, another quarter, and then one more just to seat it down, and that's all done. And that's how I'll put my plugs in. Never had a problem. So I've got all the spark plugs in. One thing I forgot to mention was, might be more paranoia after what I've had happen with these coil packs, but just pull the rubber down a little bit and just inspect all the way around it, just to make sure everything's good and there's no bubbling going on anywhere, because that's what happened with mine, and causes you a lot of problems. So just give them a quick check over, takes a couple of seconds. But now it's time to bang this one back in and crack on with the oil change. This is what we've got replacing the current oil. It's in the car, Castrol Edge, and it's 0W40. And I bought that and realised it was only a 4 litre. Usually they used to be 5, but now they're only 4, so I've got 2 more of these. Realistically I should have got 2 of those, would have been a lot better, but I didn't. So this is what we've got: sump plug and new washer, and obviously oil filter. So with the oil drained, we can now take the oil filter out. There's the oil filter housing, and basically you just need to undo this, which is a 34mm I do believe, unscrew it, that will come up. Be careful not to spill oil all over the place, but inside there will be attached the filter, and then you can just slide it off and slide your new one on. One of the other things I'm doing is this clear vac hose there seems to be collapsing under pressure. It's not the best of stuff, especially when it gets hot. So I've ordered some black to kind of match everything else, and that's going to go onto there, feed back around and back into the cabin to the other side of the boost gauge. So there we have, secured with a cable tie. Now I've just got to push it back in, and then upside down, push that back in. That's that sorted. Put the glove box back in, and then top the oil up, I think. So I managed to get the oil filter changed over and all the oil put back in the engine, running nice. Took the car over last night, so I'm on the way back over to Wayside now with Yoda Racing, and we're going to pick the car up. Hopefully there's no problems. I haven't had any phone calls to say there's a problem, so that's always a good thing, I suppose. No news is good news. So I'll pick the camera back up when I get there, and we'll see what she's running. So as you'd have seen there on the rollers, it sounded a lot nicer than it does on that that little clip, but it's running 278 brake. I've got the printout here. There you go, 278, and torque figure was probably around 358. I can see from that. So it's a little bit down on power, it's a little bit down on where I wanted it to be. I said earlier, didn't I, about 290. Secretly I was hoping to push 300, but it wasn't really gonna happen. But I've been spoken to Chris about it, and that he seems to think that it should be running more, and I've spoken to a couple of people, Ryan included. I'll put his little name here. His was running 324, I believe he said. So I'm a little bit down on where I want it to be, a little bit down on where it should be. But considering the, let's have a look, how many has it done? Considering the turbo has done 152 odd thousand miles, I'm not surprised it's tired. It does start to tail off after, try and work this out, 3,700-ish, starts to tail off a bit, so it probably is a bit of a tired turbo. I've got no vac leaks, I know that because I've been over the car since I got it back, and there's nothing that I can see there, so I'm going to try and get hold of a new turbo. It'll only be a second-hand unit for now, just to see if that changes anything, and then if it does, then I will look into what's best to do there, whether it be RS turbo, I don't know, or maybe a hybrid. I've not really looked into turbos or what's good for these and that, so that'll be some learning for me. But other than that, the car is running really smooth. It absolutely brutal when I put my foot down, considering how it was beforehand. I was running, it was around 12, maybe 14 psi on my boost gauge that I installed. If you haven't seen that video, go and watch it. And now it's running 21 solid. It's 50% more boost than it was before, so that's always good. If you've made it this far through the video, thanks for sticking around and seeing what the car made. Again, it's better and it's okay, but we'll be chasing more, so that'll be in future videos, so stick around for that. And a big thank you from me for watching, and thank you to all the new subscribers I've had recently. I managed to hit 280 by the time this video has gone live. So thanks very much, guys. I'll see you in the next one.